Hello everyone, myself Hans. Today we are going to solve the given problem from topic 3-dimensional geometry from plane. Question is given, find the vector equation of the intersection of plane. Plane is given by r dot I cap plus of 3j cap minus of k is equal to 5, and another plane is r vector dot 2i cap minus of j cap plus of k cap is equal to 3, and plane passing through the point 2 comma 1 comma minus 2. Let's solve the problem. Given equation of plane is r vector dot I cap plus of 3j cap minus of k cap is equal to 5, and the second plane is given by r cap dot 2i cap minus of j cap plus of k cap is equal to 3, and plane passing through the points 2 comma 1 comma minus 2. We can also write the given equation of plane r vector dot I cap plus of 3j cap minus of k cap minus of 5 is equal to 0, and we can also write the equation of second plane. This is written as r vector dot 2i cap minus of j cap plus of k cap minus of 3 is equal to 0, and we have to write the equation of intersection of plane. This is the form of r vector dot n1 vector and minus of q1 is equal to 0. Similarly, we can write for the second plane. This is r vector dot of n2 vector minus of q2 is equal to 0. This is the form, and we have to write the intersection of plane. Intersection of plane is given by r vector dot of n vector minus of q1 plus of lambda r dot n2 vector and minus of q2 is equal to 0. We have to writing the given equation of plane in the form of this. So we have to write the equation of plane passing through the intersection of plane. We have to write here the given two plane in the form of intersection of plane. We have to write in here r vector dot I cap plus of 3j cap minus of k cap minus of 5 and plus of lambda here, and we have to write in here r dot 2i cap minus of j cap plus of k cap minus of 3 is equal to 0. We have to write in here, we have to curly bracket we have to use here, and further we can also write this is r vector dot of, we have to write in here I cap, we have to add in multiplying with lambda here I cap plus of 2 I cap. Once again we have to write in here coefficient of I is here 1 and 2 multiplied with lambda here 2 lambda, this is I cap, and here we have to take once again r vector is taking common here, we have to use curly bracket here, and for coefficient of j here is 3 and coefficient of j is minus of 1 here, and multiply with lambda, this gives minus of lambda, this is j cap, and further for k cap we have to write in here coefficient of k is minus of 1, so we have to write in here minus of 1, and here is coefficient of k is 1. 1 multiply with lambda, this gives plus of lambda, this is k cap, and further we have to write here the minus of 5, and here is minus of 3 lambda, is equal to 0. And further we can also write in the form of, this is r vector dot we have to using curly bracket, this is 1 plus of 2 lambda, this is I cap, plus of 3 minus of lambda, this is j cap, plus of minus of 1 plus of lambda k cap, and here we can also write here, taking minus common, we get here 5 plus of 3 lambda is equal to 0. And the equation of intersection of plane passing through the points. Passing through the points point is given by 2 comma 1 comma minus of 2. Then we can also write in the form of, this is r vector, this is 2i cap plus of j cap and minus of 2k cap. Here we can, this is r vector, and r vector, this point is satisfied the equation, we have to let here, this is equation 1, and the given points we have to writing in the vector form, this is r vector satisfying the equation 1, so we have to put in place of r here 2i cap plus of j cap minus of 2k cap dot product with 1 plus of 2 lambda I cap plus of 3 minus of lambda, this is j cap, and plus of minus of 1 plus of lambda, this is k cap, and here is we have to take in here minus of 5 plus of 3 lambda into right hand side, this gives 5 plus of 3 lambda, and further we have to solve, we get the required equation. Here we have to solving, multiplying 2i with 1 plus of 2 lambda, I dot I is 1, so we have to write in here 2 plus of 4 lambda, Similarly we have to multiply once again to j cap with j cap, here j dot j is 1, so we have to multiply with j coefficient of j is 1, so we have to multiply 1 with 3 minus of lambda, we get here 3 minus of lambda. Similarly for k cap, here coefficient of k cap is minus of 2, and minus of 2 multiply with minus of 1 plus of lambda, so we have to write here plus of 2 and minus of 2 lambda, and here in the equal to 5 plus of 3 lambda, and from here we have to calculate the value of lambda. Here 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7 is taken to right hand side, and 4 lambda minus of lambda, this is 3 lambda minus of 2 lambda, this is minus of lambda, and here is 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7 is equal to 5 plus of 3 lambda, and we have to take in here minus of lambda is taken to right hand side, and 5 is taken to left hand side, this is 7 minus of 5, and 3 lambda and minus of lambda is taken to right hand side, this gives plus of lambda, and from here we have to solving, we get here 7 minus 5 is 2, and 3 lambda plus of lambda, we get 4 lambda, and from here once again we have to solving here minus of 5 lambda, 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, plus of 7, 4 lambda minus of 3 lambda, 3 plus of lambda, here is plus of lambda, not a minus of lambda, minus of 2 lambda and minus of lambda, minus of 3 lambda and 4 lambda minus of 3 lambda, this gives plus of lambda, and we have to take plus of lambda into this side, this gives minus of lambda here, So we have to get here 2 lambda, and 2 to 2 is cancelled out. We get here lambda is equal to 1, and we have to putting in the equation 1 the value of lambda. Putting in equation 1 once again, putting the value of lambda in equation 1, we get here r vector dot, here we have to put in 1 plus of, in place of lambda we have to put in 1, we get here I cap plus of 3, in place of lambda we have to put in 1, this is j cap plus of minus of 1, and lambda in place of 1 we have to put in here, and this is minus of 5 plus of 3 lambda. Here we have to also put the value of lambda is 1, so we get here equal to 0, and further we have to solving, we get the required equation of intersection of plane. Here we get here r dot 2 plus 1 is 3i cap, and here is 3 minus of 1, we get here plus of 2j cap, and minus of 1 and plus of 1 is, this gives 0, so we have to write in here 0, and here is 5 plus 3 is 8, so we have to write in here minus of 8 is equal to 0, and further we can also write this is r vector dot 3i cap plus of 2j cap is equal to 8. This is the required equation of the plane, intersection of plane passing through the given points. Thank you class, and thank you for watching.